he literally, when I told him, are you sure, कर लोगे ना, मैं तो ऐसे ही बोल रहा था. Then he very jokingly said कि president of India कौन है. उस समय I think रामनाथ कोविंद जी या कोई बन गए थे, मैंने प्रतिभा पाटिल बोल दिया. मेरे पापा ने सर पकड़ दिया, कहता फिर से सोच ले. Before every prelims at least 4-5 revisions हो जाते थे.
अपने को ना कुछ रैंकर्स की ना लक्ष्मीकांत की कॉपीज मंगाएंगे जस्ट टू.
मैं डिजिटल.
ये डिजिटल है, नॉट हार्ड कॉपी.
वो तो डिसइंटीग्रेट हो सकती है.
What else are the you failed CSAT once.
2020.
Despite being an engineer.
Yes.
How bizarrely did you fail?
2 months.
Just 2 months. 9.74. I'm assuming you would be the topper, right? Yeah,
नहीं sir, silver.
Are you serious?
9.91 थी, gold medalist. अभी she is in US in working in Google.
बनता है इसका.
हाँ, वो उसको हम लोग डेटॉल बुलाते हैं.
IIT में जो नैली से ऊपर मारता है ना, उसको घिस्सू बोलते थे. तो ये अभिशाप होता था.
सर मैं तो एक हफ्ते पहले पढ़ता था एग्जाम के.
Come on.
नहीं सच्ची, मैं क्लास में ध्यान देता था तो नोट्स रेडी रहते थे, बस एक हफ्ते बस गायब हो जाता था.
100% अटेंडेंस थी क्लास में.
100 नहीं 90 के ऊपर तो रहती थी.
Good enough.
उसके अलावा फिर को-करिकुलर भी
And
बहुत
at
थी.
9.74 I'm assuming you would be the topper, right? या नहीं?
नहीं सर, सिल्वर.
Are you serious?
9.91 थी, गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट. अभी she is in US in working in Google.
बनता है इसका.
हाँ, वो उसको हम लोग डेटॉल बुलाते थे.
Ditto. अच्छा, एक्स्ट्रा कोकुलर्स में क्या करते थे तुम?
सब में फुटबॉल टीम का कैप्टन था, आर्ट क्लब का कोऑर्डिनेटर था. आई हैव ऑर्गेनाइज्ड अ TEDx.
नाइस यार.
उसके अलावा टेक फेस्ट में भी मैं को टीम में था.
ओके, दैट्स रियली अमेजिंग. सो वील स्टार्ट दिस थिंग विद जो तूने वहाँ सोफे पे बताया, ठीक है. देयर आर फ्यू थिंग्स यू डिड नॉट डू फॉर द एग्जाम. यू स्टिल गॉट एन IAS रैंक. You wouldn't prescribe it, but please be honest and tell me, despite what X ABCD did you get the rank?
Sir, it was a gamble. Firstly,
Yeah.
ancient history
0.
I would say 2%.
2%.
Medieval 5%.
Okay.
Modern, I have read Spectrum in my life only 2 times. After that, I resorted to the shortened notes for revision for prelims.
Okay.
And luckily, both the prelims I cleared, there was barely any history questions.
Okay.
So that's what worked. Apart from that, world history I barely read. So I have
history
been
basically
very avoidant of history somehow.
Okay. And polity, you were saying I'm very scared of polity, but you scored the highest in polity this time.
Yes, I got GS2 124, and I dread the subject even now. Like it's tough for me. I mean, coming from a science background, getting to know the constitution, laws, everything, I find it very confusing.
Okay.
And that book Lakshmikant is also
how
very
many
bulky.
times have you read the book?
So that I have read, because I think out of fear only I revised it quite a well. I think like quite a lot of times. I cannot put a number on it,
Okay.
but before every prelims at least 4-5 revisions हो जाते थे.
अपने को ना कुछ रैंकर्स की ना लक्ष्मीकांत की कॉपीज मंगाएंगे जस्ट टू.
मैं डिजिटल.
ये डिजिटल है, नॉट हार्ड कॉपी.
वो तो डिसइंटीग्रेट हो सकती है.
True. What else are the X? You failed CSAT once.
2020.
Despite being an engineer.
Yes.
How bizarrely did you fail?
2 months.
Just 2 months.
But I did not practice single mock. This particular अहंकार I would say कि
अपना तो हो ही जाएगा.
CSAT हाँ.
क्वेश्चंस
देख लिए, देख के लग रहा था कि हो जाएगा, बट फिर मेन डे पे 2020 में CSAT ही ऐसा आया कि नहीं.
और क्या ऑप्शनल क्या था?
ज्योग्राफी.
Which is good. Which is good. Okay, awesome.
मैपिंग नहीं हुआ एक भी सर. लास्ट ईयर 2 लोकेशन किए थे, इस साल 1 20 में से.
And how was the interview this time?
इंटरव्यू दिस टाइम वाज वेरी नाइस.
Very nice. बताओगे कुछ? यहाँ पे इंटरव्यू की कहानियाँ बहुत सही लोगों ने बताई हैं.
I mean, I don't know. I think I piqued the interest of my board chairman, where he loved art, and he was quite fit. So he must be into strength training, and so it was mainly around my DAF. And then the other honorable member happened to be, I think, a professor in electrical engineering, and my graduation is in electronics and communication. So core subject also got discussed.
You remembered?
I had prepared this time actually.
Okay.
And both basic, what is electricity, how electrons move in a wire, if we put a power plant in outskirts of Delhi, then will one electron travel from that power plant till this tube light? Very basic foundational questions. He was not asking very technical questions.
But quite a spread. Arts, weight training.
Then they asked about my job as well. Then they asked about all the three places, Bihar, Delhi, and my college, Neemrana, Rajasthan.
Okay.
And then one or two technical questions. They asked about PFMS, Public Finance Management System.
So mostly not a stress interview.
Yeah, it was
very nice.
Very nice, very familiar for me.
And how much did you get?
195.
कौन सा बोर्ड था ये बता दो?
शीलवर्धन सर.
Which is good. क्या हुआ था? 35 नंबर कैसे बढ़ा है? Apart from the luck
I don't know. I just listened to sir that take opinions. Luckily I did not get any opinion forming questions. But last year, I think I got shaken. Firstly, they asked what board member asked.
What was the board last time?
Sanjay Verma sir.
Okay.
They asked, do you suggest some changes in UPSC panel? So I was very hesitant first कि यहाँ पर नहीं बोलना चाहिए करके. It sounds condescending. फिर कुछ बहुत general दे दिया, वो भी डर के. And then the final question also, sir randomly asked about some famous writers from Delhi. And utna I don't know about classic literature. So I hesitated there and couldn't answer properly. I think that the last impression was not as convincing.
So you knew कि I've messed up the interview last time, broadly speaking.
Yes, sir.
Nice, man. Okay. So from last time to this time, you were still doing job or you were taking...
No, sir. I joined after this interview.
Okay. So you were on a break.
All the preparation was done solely at home.
Okay. Okay. And so how was that? And your father is also in services, right? And you have any sibling?
No.
You're the only kid. तो ये क्या मतलब did you wanted to follow the path या it just so happened कि job करते करते some of the stories are like this?
When I was working in DevOps, my dad had planted this idea where you should try, like I see potential in you should, but he never forced.
And how did he see potential in you?
That's a very so since dad had this demanding work, I used to study on my own since school. Here and there they used to be present at PTMs and check all my work to make sure that he's up to mark, and I used to perform well, so they did not have to pay a lot of attention. But I was again very scared of social sciences in class 10th, and me and my father came to an agreement that he'll read the textbooks. I had not even touched the textbooks 3 months before the final exam, and you just have to listen. And in 3 months, then he checked my answers and everything, and I got 10 CGPA in 10th.
He read the textbooks.
I just listened.
You just listened
for social science. Yes.
And not practice or anything.
No. I just listened, and then I just gave the exam.
Okay. Is this the same way you prepared?
So that's the potential. That's the potential. No.
That's the first time he saw.
And then after that, he went silent. He did not tell me anything. And then during work, there was a time when I was on call. And since it is a product-based company, we are producing, giving that app. There was a downtime and I was on call, so I logged in at 10 in the morning and I then logged out 7 the next day in the morning.
What?
And my father literally said that if you are working so hard for a private company, just work equally hard for your own self. Then that flipped the switch and I was like, okay. And 2 months later, I told him that I would put down my papers, I'll prepare fully. I decided on my own, sir.
This is it. This is all it took to flip your switch. Like one day, 124-hour marathon. And dad just quietly nudges कि अगर इतनी मेहनत कर सकते हो तो civils निकाल दो. And like this makes sense.
Yes.
Like, come on, man.
No, seriously, sir. I'll tell you because I did not know AB. If there is an ABCD of civils, then
your father was in services. Why would you not
but
know?
I was in my own bubble only, and so he literally, when I told him, "Are you sure? कर लोगे ना?" मैं तो ऐसे ही बोल रहा था. Then he very jokingly said कि प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया कौन है? उस समय I think रामनाथ कोविंद जी या कोई बन गए थे. मैंने प्रतिभा पाटिल बोल दिया. मेरे पापा ने सर पकड़ लिया, कहता फिर से सोच लेकर. तो फिर मैंने कहा कि नहीं करते हैं. अच्छा करो.
Okay. So this is where we started the preparation from.
If there is a level,
no point guessing कि पॉलिटिक्स क्यों नहीं अच्छा लगता.
हाँ नहीं पता, आता ही नहीं था सर कभी. सोशल साइंस में देखिए फिर से 10th से.
ज्योग्राफी क्यों लिया तूने ऑप्शनल अपना?
पापा is a graduate and EC is not an optional. And I just recalled class 10th. I'm like हाँ ये कुछ ना कुछ तो बता देंगे क्या करना है करके.
Really?
हाँ. I did not even check other optionals. I'm like I told him कि EC नहीं है. I'm like geography ले ले. He also qualified from geography.
Yeah, but he has a job, right? He's in services right now, no?
yes.
So you would prepare optional on his dependent, जबकि उनकी नौकरी खुद काफी I'm sure hectic होगी ही.
हाँ नहीं, इज लाइक ले हो जाएगा, ये बहुत मल्टी डायमेंशनल है वो. फिर ही इज क्वाइट नॉलेजेबल एंड मतलब ही गिव्स वेरी गुड लेक्चर्स.
Oh,
So
अच्छा.
he explained me कि geography is basically the mother of all subjects. It determines polity, it determines history. मैं impress हो गया कि wow.
Oh, have you read that book, Prisoners of Geography, Tim Marshall?
No sir, I've been meaning to read that.
Okay, I'll give you this book and I'll give it for your dad. Okay.
Okay.
That would be better because if he's already on that arc, he would much appreciate this.
So I know the overview of that book, sir. So he used to repeat. I don't think he has read it, but he repeats the same principles the book covers.
Okay.
And then I was like, अच्छा बोला तो मैं मान
I'll
लेता
get the hard copy of this thing. A good one, a collector copy.
फिर मैंने वही बोला कि आपने अच्छा बोला, मैं सुन लेता हूँ, करके मैंने ज्योग्राफी ले ली.
But yeah, I'm sure it would have been different, right? Uncle जो बताते हैं, पापा जो बताते हैं ज्योग्राफी के बारे में versus the actual exam की preparation would.
So सेम ही था honestly. कुछ बातें मैं जब पढ़ने लगा तो अरे GS1 तो आधा हो गया ऑप्शनल पढ़ के, GS3 आधा हो गया ऑप्शनल पढ़ के. फिर देयर इज अ पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट जियोपॉलिटिक्स करके 19th पॉइंट ऑफ द होल सिलेबस इन ज्योग्राफी. IR हो गया पूरा. तो तीनों पेपर कवर हो ही रहे हैं कुछ ना कुछ. तो मेरे को फायदा लगा तो मैंने वो सिलेक्ट करके सब चीज पढ़ने के बाद मेरे को रियलाइज हुआ कि ओ ये तो ओवरलैप हो रहा है सच्ची. आई डिड नॉट डाउट. अगर इफ समवन आस्क्ड मी कि सोशियोलॉजी का सिलेबस कभी देखा गया है, मैंने किसी का नहीं. मैंने डैड ने बोला ज्योग्राफी ले ले तो मैंने ले लिया बस.
So geography ऐसे ले लिया, UPSC इसलिए कर लिया क्योंकि that as he had a lot of influence in your life.
No.
Nothing.
Sir, I would say कि 99% it was my own decision. He always says कि you can always take the horse to the water, you cannot make it drink water. So he has just inspired me and gave me right guidance. He was never like, oh you should carry on the legacy, or oh you should become an officer in the family. Never happened. So he was always happy with whatever I achieve and whatever job I land. He was supportive. He was just very pained when he see I'm toiling away so much for a private company, and
makes sense.
It got too much at a time. At a point the work life
I'm sure
balance,
there would be days when this would happen,
and
not
it was
just
work
one
from
day.
home na, so they assumed 100% availability because it was a time of COVID. That so you cannot go out, you have nothing to do, so what else will you do? Just work.
Screen के सामने बैठे रहो, काम करते रहो.
That's when I got the glasses too. Otherwise I did not have. उतना अच्छे मतलब उतना अच्छा नंबर नहीं था. I had like slightly 0.25.
Okay.
But अब 1 cross हो गया है.
We're sitting +1 plus something.
Okay. एक तो 2 पहुंच गया.
Okay. So you enter the UPSC preparation with these lucky coincidences. और geography ले लिया पापा के कहने पे. What were the subjects you were really good at? Like you've discovered कि this is up my alley.
Sir, I was good at IR.
Okay.
And I was good at GS3. It did not translate into marks somehow, but I always felt that it's easier for me to grasp economy, agriculture, and even security policies. And where I live, so I live in a government colony only. So my other friends are also from civil services or military backgrounds. So they used to discuss a lot of geopolitics while on walks, while playing randomly, that this happened in the world, this war happened, this conflict is going. And we always had such enriching conversations. So it came very naturally to me. Otherwise, I don't find any other subject hard apart from history or polity.
And this all this while you were preparing alone, or you had some peers you were preparing?
I had a lot of peers, sir.
You had a lot of peers?
Yes, sir.
Preparing for civils?
Yes, sir.
Just like because from college or just online or what?
I met them at different points of life. Some through mentors, some through common groups and classes, and a lot of, I think 2 people from my university are also I know for preparing.
Okay.
Then I knew Lavanya from a class who qualified last year.
Right.
And apart from Yashvi, I know she's also from the same class as me and Lavanya.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So these people came along, and a lot of people from law background. They have appeared for mains.
Okay.
So
nice, yeah. मतलब ठीक ठाक, but the peer group was there. Okay.
हाँ, there's not a like proper group, but बातचीत पूरा time, and that helped, and everybody knew everybody. So
okay, so 2 questions, and very relevant to our day and age. I don't know if you got to feel them close to your heart. this idea of mental health, which was a big thing last year at least, I haven't spoken to people about it this year, but like preparing alone or in group, leaving a job or leaving a place जहाँ तुम ठीक ठाक कर ही रहे होगे, I'm sure in your job and all that, having a family which is very supportive. There are any moments of low which you felt
Many, sir.
worthy of,
Many.
right from what?
If I can recall, there have been, I think, 2024 pre ke pehle in January, I was out for 3 weeks, mentally burnt out, fully given up, not studying. I used to play Valorant for 8 hours, 9 days, 9 hours a day, because nothing else can numb the mind. And I'm very candid about it that when you fall to the bottom, you have to pick yourself up in this exam. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And for mental health, I have been a big proponent ki, since I already knew how to work in a job, preparation is job. I do it for 8 hours regularly, and sometimes when it demands more, I give it more than that. But I used to meet my friends regularly. I never uninstalled Instagram for more than a week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I used to go on outings. I even met in February 2024, before pre, I went on a 5-day trip to Shimla with my friends. So that happened, sir. And I am a big proponent of that. Life should not stop because of this exam. Because after result, these are the only people in whose eyes I can see the reflection of my happiness. So
okay, so a better question then would be, what are the things apart from the CADs? What are things about you which this exam told you, just because of the process and the rigor and all the things that it brings forth?
I couldn't get the questions.
So this process of exam would have told you something about yourself, right? You would have discovered parts of yourself or faced parts of yourself which you were not aware of, or maybe didn't know it to the hilt the way you know now. What were those things you can share?
So firstly, I realized that body and mind are somewhat of a seesaw.
Okay.
When your mind is low and you uplift your body, your mind gets uplifted. And sometimes when your body goes low, you need to be mentally strong so that you can uplift your body. So there was time when I gained a lot of weight, and in 4 months I'm losing that, and then I'm also making sure I'm studying. So overall, it is a very fine balance that you need to. And I realized that with time I got better at managing this thing. And then similarly,
this came on your own. This thing came to
I
you
was
on your own.
never so disciplined about managing both things.
Achha.
And now I feel that I am somewhere there and I'm improving.
Okay.
Apart from that, I realized that your mind and your body can actually take a lot more than you assume. So it's just a mental block that limits your imagination. There is things I never imagined I can reach here.
Give me an example, like how it's happened in the smallest clusters.
Sir, I told you, even for university exams, I had everything in order, but 1 week only I did before the exam, mid-semester exams, rigorous study.
तो ये तुम experiment कर रहे थे अपने आप पे?
नहीं, I was always like this. I was involved in co-curricular. I liked sports, so I was always busy, and then you did not have the energy to study daily. But then I realized कि civils requires like uninterrupted and consistent showing up for
Correct.
8 hours, 7 days a week. And then as pre came, I used to have this app Forest where I used to track my time. So earlier 140 hours also used to, in a month, used to look very, but then I noticed that I am having 80 hours a week.
In a week.
And I crossed, I think 1 month before pre, I crossed 300 hours in a month. So I couldn't imagine myself sitting that much.
Crazy, yeah.
So I've paid my dues when it required. So I was not regular with this 13-14 hours, but when the exam was closed, I made sure that.
So is this a superpower which gets activated?
Yes, sir, in pressure only.
You get into the state of flow and
I don't think it's ideal to be always operating throughout the year in that mode. Because it followed, it was always followed by a burnout. So both the mains I cleared, I also cleared forest mains. But I was always so burnt out after mains, I never wrote forest mains despite qualifying.
Okay.
Both mains, I was not able to read or study for the optionals, and it was different altogether. So I did not appear altogether.
Okay. So you study in that bout of frenzy, and then there's a burnout, and then you play video games, or what
No. After, I think, sir, after mains, so at least you need 2 weeks just to sleep.
Yeah, okay, fair point.
Yes, sir.
And then you get back to interview.
No,
prep.
then I try to get my body in order because
Acha,
your body takes a toll during mains.
acha.
I still have marks in my fingers because of all the papers, so that much I did. But then with time I tried. This
Okay,
time
so
I
ये
tried.
जो चीज है ना, this
Yes.
body mind thing, is this a collective thing now? I keep hearing this from one
Okay.
or the other aspirants, like,
Yeah.
and you know, this kind of, I wouldn't say delusion of grandeur, but this kind of a feeling कि यार मैंने best दे दिया है और मैं कर लूंगा या कर लूंगी, वहां पे देख लूंगा, और अगर मुझसे नहीं हुआ तो वहां पे किसी से नहीं हो रहा होगा, मतलब some kind of a thing which happens when you've reached the hilt of your preparation.
No, sir, I never had this delusion. I was always scared. I am inherently a pessimistic person at times. So even before appearing or taking mocks, I used to be scared of mocks only. Main paper though is a different game.
How
so-
was your experience with Aradhana ma'am? यहाँ पे दिया था क्या?
हाँ, last year.
अच्छा.
It was
Something to reckon with?
after I came out and met sir, I was like, sir, I need to prepare a lot.
Yeah.
But it was overall nice. The insight she gave really helped me throughout the year, even though I couldn't make it last year. And I was actually when I entered the room, I was actually looking for her to be there, but she was
अच्छा.
unfortunately not there available that
Okay.
day. But
Okay. But good, yeah.
yeah.
So this is what you got to know about yourself, that your body mind kind of the seesaw, and it should speak to each other.
Mhm.
And any bad times when you fell off grace, या low times when your friends came up and helped you, मतलब did you seek help? ऐसा कुछ हुआ या खुद ही से सब patch up खुद ही कर लेते हो?
All the time, sir. This time I was so distressed because last year I scored so low in the interview. And this time when the notification came, my interview was the first day in the second half.
आइला.
I was fully panicked. So my friend Rashi, she helped a lot.
What did she do?
She made all the notes for current affairs. So she is an avid newspaper reader.
What does she do in life? मतलब क्या?
Oh, she has also prepared.
अच्छा, okay.
And she is also a lawyer.
Okay.
So
She prepared all the CA notes for you.
all the CA notes, she had it in place, and she used to do one-on-ones and also do that. So
Nice.
it was really helpful.
So first day, second half was your thing, and then you had to wait for such long time for the results to come out.
That's why I got a job. I was like, I cannot sit idle. And I was like, what if I have to appear again?
Yeah.
Now I know enough to manage a job and try to appear.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was also reaching a threshold where I was looking for a plan B in some ways, but luckily I was.
But the vibe
See.
you would have gotten from this attempt was, I'm assuming, promising, right? Your interview went fine. It was for all.
So interview I never felt fine because of the trauma. So I think there was a one time where I think said a Hindi word while answering.
अभी इस वाले में?
And I was like, this is the final nail in the coffin.
क्या था बताओ?
I don't remember. I just said meaning की जगह मतलब बोल दिया था मैंने बीच में. And apart from that, electricity वाला question end तक जब एकदम core basics पे चले गए, I fumbled. I said sorry sir, I did not know. तो I somewhere felt कि इतनी core knowledge में भी अगर नहीं बता पा रहा हूँ तो that might be problematic. But somehow it went well. Mains में I made sure that I need to cross 800. So I practiced a lot this time and that worked.
Nice, yeah. So overall, I mean, fun stuff, right? I mean, not a smooth ride, but like a decent roller coaster of all kinds. People coming together to help you. You going into downs and ups and all that.
Yes sir. Alone it would have been tough.
Yeah. Nice. Or what now? So you'll continue to work and then.
I plan to work till July end and then I'll leave now. Luckily I cannot appear for the exam again.
Badhiya, yaar. Good. No, thanks for coming in. We'll give you a couple of books. One which you read, thriller. अगर तुम पढ़ते हो तो I'll have to see what I have. And one I'll give for your father, The Prisoner of Geography. I'll either try to get a hard copy and then you can
Sure, sir.
come again and we'll. Cool. Awesome, man.
Thank
Great
you,
stuff.
Sir. Thank you, sir.